So it's happened again, another one of the original Power Rangers. This time, once again, it's Austin St. John, the original Red Power Ranger, Jason Lee Scott, has watched one of my videos. So, as always, I have to react to this. I have to kind of see this for the first time and try not to cringe in front of you guys, because this is an older video. And I know I'm going to cringe so bad. I wasn't so good when I started. I don't think I'm that good now, but I guess you guys seem to enjoy the content, so here we go. This time Austin has reacted to one of my older videos where I ranked how powerful the Power Rangers teams are. Now I remember at the time when this video went out, there was a lot of complaints that I wasn't ranking them by power, but there was a little bit of favoritism going in there too. It was early days, what can I say? So I'm a little bit nervous about watching this. It kind of worries me to know that Austin St. John, one of my childhood heroes, has watched this, and hopefully he doesn't hate it. Here we go. Alright, I'm going to get this up and I guess we'll just see how it goes. Before I get into watching it, there's something I want to clear up with you guys. Since putting out my review of Once and Always, the new 30-year reunion special, I've had I don't know how many comments from people having a go at me, criticizing me, making me feel kind of stupid. There was something that I pointed out about Rita's return and how it was strange that she was a robot, and everyone was like, dude, were you not watching? Did you even watch this special? Are you stupid? There was a lot of stuff like that. I want to clarify that upon a rewatch, yes, there was something that I missed. Obviously, I did a live reaction, a live watch through, a watch along with the episode, and I talked over a key bit of information. So I missed something, and then, yeah, everyone had to go at me. I just wanted to clarify, my bad, I missed it. Sorry. Anyway, we're moving on. We're reacting. We are cringing. Okay, here we go. Play.
Who are the most powerful Power Ranger teams ever? I didn't know there was a Titanium Ranger.
This is an age-old argument
Didn't know there's a
among
Titanium
Power
Ranger
fans. Which team is the best?
It's even the old logo. Dope intro.
Hey guys, welcome back to FanWord. I am Austin. A while ago, I did a video review on Jake Rogers' YouTube channel known as The Sixth Ranger.
Said
He's
my
got
name.
some really cool content, and I haven't been through all
Thanks,
of it,
Austin.
but I chose another video today, and I just thought, let me take a look. The title of this one is Who are the most powerful Power Ranger teams ever? Top 10. Jake has given us permission to use his video, and I'm just going to give it a watch and add my commentary, listen to his commentary on what he thought, and then ultimately he asks the fans what they think, just like I'm going to ask you what you think. So comment below. So here we go.
This is an age-old argument amongst Power Ranger fans. Which
I'm cringing already, even my voice.
is a different answer, and in my opinion, it's a very personal choice. Having said that, it totally depends on what you rank them by. Power.
I feel like I'm being
teamwork,
really
who has the best series.
careful with
It's a hard
my
one to
voice.
judge.
Who has the
But
best
in today's
series?
video, we'll be going with who we believe to be the most powerful teams ever. So here is a list of my personal top 10 most powerful Power Rangers teams of all time.
Okay, so this is his list, based on his preference. So
Yes.
let's see what he thinks.
Okay, Austin gets it. Okay, that's cool. Oh, adverts. Damn it. That's right, I don't have premium.
Number 10, SPD.
SPD.
I can't even
Okay.
remember
Powerful
the
in their own
order.
Right, SPD is a police force and is never exactly pushed to the breaking point in either skill or technology.
Police force. All
A
right.
powerful test of their abilities wasn't even against the series' main villain, but rather the A Squad, a team of traitorous rangers wielding SPD-designed heavy armor and weapons. So while it's
The A Squad, traitorous Rangers. There is a statement I've never heard. I mean, I guess Tommy at one point was a traitorous Ranger, but I mean, even he came
Traitorous.
around. But I've never seen a whole group of traitorous Rangers. I guess, you know, in MMPR, we did kind of turn evil for a day in like one episode, or maybe two.
There was the Dark Rangers.
Yeah, okay, all right,
There was
cool.
the
I didn't
Psycho
know this.
Rangers.
Interesting.
questionable that their available technology and training make the SPD Rangers superior to a large chunk of teams, we've never really seen them reach their true potential.
Okay. I haven't
Fair.
seen their
Okay.
website, so I don't know.
Rescue. They were a team made up of real-life professionals such as firefighters and pilots, given the best technology that modern
I didn't know
warfare
that.
had to offer in order to help in the fight against ancient
Educating the Red
supernatural
Ranger on
demons.
Power
With a
Rangers.
base
That's creepy.
with dedicated support personnel and scientists, the Lightspeed Rangers
So you have to keep in mind, he clearly has seen a lot more of Power Rangers than I have. Until recently, I had only seen 3 of even my own episodes of Power Rangers. Firefighters, ancient evil demons.
What?
I mean, that's cool. Here we go.
Options and
This is Team 9, Lightspeed.
to deal with a threat that was not easily predictable nor scientifically digestible. This team and their leaders require major respect for using human ingenuity and innovation
Titanium Ranger. I didn't know there was a Titanium Ranger.
prepare for. They did that with flying colours and, of course, their awesome giant train Megazords.
Train Zords.
RPM.
RPM.
In Power Rangers
Number
RPM,
8.
the world has been ravaged by an implied nuclear warfare and constantly attacked by an artificially intelligent supervirus who wages war against humanity's last survivors in the city of Corinth.
Wow. So we've got a super virus.
Favor the RPM Rangers
I already don't
defend
know if I
Corinth
agree with this
diligently
list
and
watching it back,
successfully.
but we'll see.
Perhaps most
I can't remember who
Those are
number
cool
1 is,
suits. I haven't seen
genuinely.
those.
Is the villain in this show is equally adaptable as the Rangers, creating attack bots and servants that match whatever growth in power the RPM Rangers manage to achieve. Because of the constant power struggle and the bleak odds with the eventual victory to follow, RPM safely has a spot in the upper ranks of this list.
Look at
Number
me using
7,
footage from the
Turbo.
show without
Turbo.
getting
Now,
copyright
according to
claims.
Zordon and the Rangers, the turbo powers are greater than those of the Zeo Crystal. But when we observe what the Turbo Rangers are up against and how they deal with it, a lot of questions can be raised. Divatox doesn't really seem like she rivals Rita, Zed, or the Machine Empire, nor does she seem
I agree
to
with
have
that.
the resources.
However, I have to note, she was hot. Hillary Shepard, awesome girl, really sweet. And something you may not know that I haven't seen this video yet, but I'm betting he also didn't know. In this costume right here, looking amazing, she was pregnant through the whole movie. I think she was 3 months pregnant. And she was gorgeous. Little FYI there for you. I don't know if you knew that. But I don't think Divatox was ever as wicked and evil as Rita. So I agree with that. Although she did bring forth Malagor. I don't... So like he says, man, personal preference. Yeah, we could keep going, but I want to see what he has to say. So here we go.
Scale war, with most of
This
her
is so
forces
surreal.
posing little to no threat
Crazy.
to the Rangers. If the powers were as advanced as claimed, shouldn't she have been swiftly defeated? To top things off, the Rangers suffered their worst defeat in history during this series, the destruction of the power chamber.
I guess Austin
while
knows a
wielding
lot
these
about
powers.
the Turbo
while
movie,
certainly
not so much about
comparable
the
to
season.
Zeo powers, they obviously aren't as great as they are hyped up to be. Number 6, in space.
Wow.
Still agree with
Okay.
that.
Being possibly my favourite team ever doesn't necessarily make them the most powerful. Having said that, the Space Power Rangers have the roughest deal of any team in the entire franchise. Every villain in the universe allied themselves with the evil god, Dark Spectre. Together, they
So, is he calling this guy Dark Spectre? Because in the
I
Turbo
knew that was
movie,
gonna
this was Malagor. Was he in the series too? Sounds like I didn't know this. Did Malagor become Dark Spectre? Is this one and the same thing? Can it be?
launched a galaxy-wide
We're all
attack
confused by it,
to
don't worry.
fully take over. Despite this, the Space Rangers fought on. Not unlike the Alien Rangers, the Space Rangers seem to be of equivalent power levels to their nearest peers, the Turbo and Zeo teams, but had far less equipment and support. They deserve tremendous credit for their resourcefulness, as they were able to lead successful guerrilla attacks against the combined forces of evil. But, if we're being objective, this does not make them the most powerful. In truth, the only reason why they were able to achieve this was due to the help of other forces of good and Zordon sacrificing himself to wipe out evil entirely.
So, it wasn't until after I came back to the fandom that I found out that they killed Zordon. Like, he's my man. He's my boss. Like, that's the guy. He chose me. He started this. He chose the other 4. When I found out Zordon was killed, I was not a happy camper. And then when I found out about the team that did it, I was like, epic fail. A lot of mixed feelings here. He does a good job at trying to be objective, but he was right at his outstart, or at his one of his opening statements where he said, it's personal. The guys that killed Zordon, very personal. Just saying. All right, here we go.
Number 5.
That's what made it a
Lost
good season,
Galaxy.
though, right?
Lost Galaxy.
Considering that the source of this
Strong
superpowers are
storytelling,
ancient,
big
sacred
decisions.
The squiggly thing reminds me of Charlie Brown.
access to enormous animal gods that can transform to Zords at will,
That's an ape. And that's cool.
legendary Lights of Orion to bolster their strength, it's safe to say that despite the somewhat underwhelming threat of the big insect-like
Magna Defender.
Emperor Scorpius, the Lost Galaxy Rangers are a force to be reckoned with. Number 4, Mystic Force.
Mystic Force.
While many Power Ranger teams were born of magic or featured magic melded with technology,
So keep in mind, as he's reviewing these, he's reviewing what he's seen based on his best objective efforts to review what he's watched and how it made him feel and what he thinks is best. And that's cool. As I watch these things, I have not seen the episodes, but unlike him, I personally know many of the cast members. So this is a whole nother spin for me. This is really, really interesting
perspective.
to hear somebody speak objectively about a bunch of people that I know. Kind of cool. Awkward. Don't make it weird, though. All right, here we go.
Technology, the Mystic Force Rangers were easily the most magically charged group of the franchise,
i.e. the name Mystic.
Spells for various attacks and techniques. This alone is reason enough
That's a cool
to put
costume.
them on the upper half of this list, as the sheer options available to them, along with the unknown limits of their magic, make for an extremely formidable force.
Wait a minute. How come they got capes? Why didn't we get capes? They got capes. Are they the only Power Ranger
Capes are
team that
cool.
got capes? Damn it, man. Now, I know not all superheroes wear capes, but it would have been cool. Batman
The
even
coolest
has a
ones do,
cape.
though.
They didn't tell me
Batman.
they were issuing
There you
capes to
go.
those guys. I might have joined
Subscribe
that
to the
team.
Batcave.
Just saying. Can I have the cape, please? Just even a little one. No, not a little one. That would be weird. You need a full cape. Gotta have cape status. You get different status when you have a cape. I'm just saying. Hey, none of us got capes.
I love
You know
it.
why? Because we didn't need them. That's why. Because yeah. I'm just gonna leave it at that. We didn't need them. So there.
Number 3,
Damn
Mighty
straight.
Morphin.
I also want to point
They
out.
went up
Number
against
3 is Mighty Morphin.
the head
Oh,
of an evil
he looks so
empire,
disappointed in me.
and even Rita's father, Master Vile. All
I'll come back to what I was
villains
gonna
who
say.
had enormous armies, resources, and raw
Who's number
magical
2?
power. Yet they were met head-on by teenagers with attitude. They had some of the most effective, actually trained martial artists ever in the team, and arguably one of the smartest Rangers ever.
There he is.
Cranston. They had a slew of ever-developing and exponentially more powerful Zords and weapons to summon on, if the battle ever called for it. And best of all, if the Rangers were ever forced to retreat, their tremendous resourcefulness would kick in, as they worked together to develop a solution, innovative new technology, or grab a long-lost artifact, creating a strength where there was once a weakness, something that can't really be said for many other teams. Number 2, Time Force. Hailing from the year 3000,
Time
their
Force.
available
Yeah, it makes sense.
technology almost assuredly outmatches any of the other man-made Ranger powers in existence. As
Always
does
the
their
tech, man.
training. However, most importantly, their ability is what sets them apart. Theoretically,
What happened then?
broke their oath about ethical time travel.
They've like muted
Nearly
him?
Any adversary they came up against would be thwarted before they ever rose to prominence. This would obviously threaten the time-space continuum, so I guess we're lucky that Time Force still has some morals to go with their advanced.
Obviously, threaten the time-space continuum.
Number 1, Zeo.
Zeo.
With their powers pushed to the very limits, they were up against the Machine Empire, a threat that made even Lord Zed quiver in his boots. Nevertheless,
Is that
the
my
Empire
audio that
fell
sounds
to
bad?
The Zeo Rangers. The Zeo powers were complete with an extensive arsenal of weaponry and Zords, which were developed from a command center that was no longer a cheesy set, but an entire subterranean complex with multiple hangars and launch systems. More important than the Zords or the ascended strength of the Rangers, though, this team was comprised of veterans who had years of experience in the world of monster fighting. This is a team that was
Made a
forged,
mistake.
not born by luck or by chance.
Comprised.
This is the height of power mixed with wisdom and experience. Okay guys, that's it. What do you think of my list? I would certainly love to hear your own lists in the comments down below. No arguing
Skip
about
this bit,
it.
Austin.
It's great that
No one
everyone
cares
can have
about
their
this.
own opinion on these things, as it's never actually stated team against team who is strongest. So let's have some fun discussing. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. It really helps the channel out a lot. You can also follow me on Instagram at The Sixth Ranger. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a great
I want to
day.
shout
May
out
the power
that
protect
since
you, and I will
Austin
see you
posted
next
this on
time
his
The Sixth
Instagram,
Ranger.
I've had
He
hundreds of
really
followers,
does
so
a
thanks,
good
Austin.
job of trying to be objective. Everything from sheer and raw power, martial arts, battle prowess, the veracity of the enemy, the kind of technology and the assets and the weapons and Zords that each team had, as well as like the veteran status and the experience that each team had. I've never seen a video done like that. And considering I haven't seen any of the other seasons, not even all of my own, it was just really cool to see it from a I wasn't the guy in front of the camera actually making it point of view. He labels my season the third most powerful team ever in the
You were
history
in
of
Zeo?
Power Rangers, which I thought was interesting. I knew we'd make it up there somewhere. I didn't know whether we'd be 1, 2, or 3. And he explains why. And I can't say that I can argue with him. And he breaks down why Zeo was
Amazing.
the most powerful. I can't argue with his logic on that either. He talks about the veterans. I mean, you've got Tommy and Jason again, and the experience and the wisdom that we bring to the team, and then the sheer power of the Gold Ranger, who is the only Ranger in the history of Power Rangers to have the power of 3 Rangers at one time. Literally almost killed Jason.
One of the greatest Rangers
Jake. Man, I'm
of all
pretty
time.
impressed. Check out the 6th Ranger on
thanks.
YouTube. Tell Jake that we sent you his way. Give him a like, give him a subscribe, and tell him what you thought. Tell him about this review. Check out his other videos and let us know, all right? I think he does pretty damn good work. Haven't seen them all yet, but for the second video, thumbs up, man.
Guys, how cool was that? Ah, such kind words from Austin St. John. Jason Lee Scott himself, the Red Ranger, the original Red Power Ranger. It's an absolute honor. Again, a huge thank you to Fanwood for doing that. Obviously, it's cool content for them, but for me, it means an absolute a lot. So I'm going to leave a comment while we're on here right now. Thank you so much for this, guys. Really glad that Austin enjoyed the video. Huge honor, as always. May the power protect you. There we go. Alright, that was awesome. I didn't cringe as much as I thought I was going to. I didn't disagree with my list too much either, which is good. It would have been awful to watch that back and be like, no, what have I done? I've let the original Red Power Ranger watch my terrible list. But that was okay. That was okay. And I'm reacting to this the day after they uploaded it, and it's past 60,000 views, so that's great work, guys. That's awesome. 60,000 views in a day is more than I get on my channel. So, absolutely amazing. Congratulations. Again, thank you all so much for watching this. I hope you enjoyed watching me react to a reaction. I've done it 3 times now. It's like reactionception. It's fun. I enjoy doing it. Hopefully there's more of these to come. That's Austin St. John and Walter Emmanuel Jones that have reacted to my stuff now. I'd love to get some stuff from the rest of the original cast. That would be cool. Or even more recent season actors. I don't care. Power Rangers is Power Rangers. Guys, much love. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. May the power protect you. And I will see you next time on the 6th Ranger.